All right. Welcome, creatures of all ages. My name's Osmus Tarkus, and I am very, very tired. I am not a morning person, but I want to make sure for my day job I have enough. I have enough of time and energy to get everything I need to done. So here I am. Um, as before, we are playing Bactria, the Greek, the edge of the Greek world in modern day Afghanistan, and the land of a thousand golden cities. So, a few things we're gonna do before we start the stream. I'm just going to, for anyone who's watching the VOD, I'm going to catch everyone up on the history of the area. So, according to Herodotus, there were Greeks there for a while already. It was very popular for Achaemenid Persian emperors to send captured Greeks to the region, such as the survivors of the destruction of the city of Barca in Libya. For a while, it was a satrapy of the Achaemenid Persian Empire, but then when Alexander conquered it, the political infrastructure remained, but his Macedonian soldiers settled down there, and Greek colonists started to trickle in. Eventually, it was a satrapy of the Syrian Empire, or Seleucid Empire, but after under King Diodotus I, it seceded and became the independent kingdom of Bactria. The most important archaeological site in the area is Iconium, that is near the modern city of Iconium, and it has facilities including a Greek temple, a gymnasium, a theater, and a large administrative complex. At this point, the Bactrian people are probably, to some degree, intermarried, because most Greek settlers were probably men. And it is very rich with natural resources. Yeah, that's something I want to actually mention. After playing this campaign for a while, I think I can come to the conclusion that this campaign is completely brain dead. You start with four different settlements, while many other factions in the game start with only one. Three different trade resources, loads of cash in hand, and a godly Greco-Bactrian roster. This campaign takes no skill to play, which means it is good for a first-time streamer. After all, I'd rather not have a campaign that gets irreversibly damaged to the point where I have to turn it, where I have to restart. So, anyways, I'm currently let's just once again go over the rules of this roleplay campaign. So every 5 turns, starting at turn 15, I have to roll for a random action. A random political action. Those political actions are over here. It's a roll of a d20, and on a 19 and 20, I have to roll twice or even thrice. Take a good look. So basically, the big purpose of this roleplay is to flesh out backstories for a lot of the important characters, and basically try to do things in this campaign that they would normally do, rather than just do things that are optimal for the game. So naturally, that makes the game harder, because it means I'm doing things that I normally wouldn't do when a game when I was only playing to win. Anyways, I also need to send a diplomat to another faction at least every 5 turns, and randomize factions to send diplomats to. Do not declare war unless there is a casus belli. Luckily, there always is one. Do not sign treaties unless they make sense, except for trade. construct buildings according to the governor's personality, and I cannot be at peace for more than 5 turns in a row, because it is total war, not total peace. So, let's get right into it. Alright, so last we left off, a few things that happened in the previous campaigns, in the previous streams. So, first of all, we had the Bactrian noble Bion, or Baghdata, and his wife Kiandok, or Lysandra. Lysandra was being blackmailed by my queen Agape, who was constantly antagonizing her, calling her impious to Diodotus I's patron god, Zeus. And eventually, so much rumors were spread around, about Lysandra, that Agape gave her an option. Pledge her loyalty to Diodotus, or she would be executed for impiety. Ultimately, she had no choice but to agree, so now she is part of our party, while Baghdata is currently dead. He died heroically on campaign against the Haraiva. Meanwhile, we also have Prochorus. Prochorus is Diodotus' chosen heir, and he is a ruthless businessman, and who married his wife while she was 15 and he was 25, and it was clearly an abusive relationship. Xanthippe, his wife, was planning to divorce him, so most likely, and eventually she died in a diplomatic mission to the Parthavas. Most likely, Prochorus had something to do with it, but Diodotus nevertheless used it as a casus belli to declare war on the Parthava. Unfortunately, that war is going to have to be cut short, because currently Parthia has taken the settlement that is right next to mine, right next to my lands. So there really isn't any point, since I can't move through their lands. I don't have a military access treaty. So instead, we are going to. Well, first of all, let me see. What turn is it? Okay, in 2 turns, we have another political scenario. So, let me look at my relationship with the Seleucids. Okay, so there are a few things I can do regarding declaring war. I can go and help the people of Daha. Fight against the Roxa Alana nomads. They seem they have a very large empire, but of course, most of it is just grassland and shrubland. Or I can go south and attack the Indians, the Maurya Samraja. I think I will actually go south. This is kind of what the Maurya Samraja is kind of weird, because this is only the western region of the this is only the western region. To the north, southeast, Pakistan and India, it controls nearly all of it. Although its empire is slowly starting to fray right now. So if I went and captured it, basically what I'd be doing is capturing the southwest while west, and the while they just give up and try to maintain what's left of their empire. No, sorry, not southwest, northwest. So what spices do they have? They have fish. They're producing fish, spices. I mean, what's trade resources? They're producing fish, spices, and marble. Meanwhile, the Roxa Alana have fur leather. You know what? I think I am going to actually go to war with the Indians, because I do need marble. The Greeks generally need marble in order to... Yeah, the Greeks need marble in order to upgrade their buildings. So yeah, we are going to head south. Meanwhile, we are also going to send our hero south. He is an adventurer and an athlete. So, adventurers make a small amount of gold the further they are from allies' borders, from borders. Meanwhile, my spy is just going to continue keeping an eye on the Roxa Alana. And let's continue. Oh yeah, what else has been happening? Dorian, the no, one of my political allies has been, and his wife have been antagonizing Atropatis, one of the Macedonian nobility, because calling him having no confidence as a man, and a disgrace to his peoples at home in Macedonia, and that he should go back. Hopefully that doesn't come to bite us in the ass as he rebels later. Let's see. So I don't like giving followers or household members to my people of rival factions in my of rival political parties, but nevertheless But nevertheless, some of them can give really nice faction bonus, nice area bonuses. So I will do that for Belos. I will give him a Greek thespian. Make absolutely sure that the locals get a taste of how wonderful Greek culture is. And yeah, we will just continue on. Have a campaign that and let's continue. Oh yeah, what else has been happening? And if you guys were hearing anything, I was just checking to see that everything was on. My mic was it was on, but it looks like the noise filter wasn't entirely working, and NVIDIA Broadcast wasn't filtering out the heater. So that might be kind of weird. Nevertheless, I think things are going fine. Nothing much happening so far. What mercenaries can I hire? There's elephants, of course. Elephants are always fun. But they're really expensive. There's also great swordsmen. Those are cool too. I think I will take some great swordsmen. Research technology in the following category: economy. What am I researching right now? Oh yeah, military stuff. How much time do I have for this? 11 turns. That seems fair. Okay, anyways, time for some random political actions. Let's see. What do I get? 2, which is leisure time. Do I have anyone that actually can do that? Um, in order to what is it? In order for characters to take leisure time, meaning like travel, they need to um they need to be able to they need to have the authority and the zeal to convince others that it's a worthy cause instead of like working. So they need to have like 6 zeal and 6 authority. I don't think I have that, and I don't think I have any way of actually getting that. Maybe eventually. Yeah, probably not. So let's roll again. I will try to rectify that and increase my king's zeal as soon as I can. Alright, that's 10. That is embezzle. Do I have anyone that can easily embezzle? Yes, I do. I will just take a little something from the noble families. Samrat, Bindusara. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bindusara is like the son of Chandragupta Maurya and the father of Ashoka. So he's not very well known. He's sort of in between the two most famous Mauryan kings. So just to make sure you guys know, Chandragupta Maurya was most well known for pushing back the Greeks and annexing a big part of all of these lands were largely annexed by Chandragupta Maurya. And how he did it, how he defeated the Macedonians, meaning the Seleucids, is somewhat unknown. There's not much records of it, but clearly it wasn't like there weren't any major pitched battles. And his grandson, Ashoka, would be the famous king that would eventually convert to Buddhism and basically issue edicts of ahimsa. Alright, making my way through the desert, so that's gonna hurt a little. Also, let's send a diplomat. Let's have Prochorus remarry. Someone older for once. Agnodige. She is a trader, perhaps also from the far west, Rhodis, and she is philosophic. Lives life very frugally, knows her place in society. That's nice, and she is domestic goddess, an ideal Greek wife. Very nice. So let's roll a d6 to see who we are sending a diplomat to. We are sending it to our allies, the Cambojas. Alright, let's see how that goes. Man, it would be so embarrassing if I, hold on a sec. Can I win this? Can I win this? You know what? Maybe I'll see if he can take Desert Attrition also. And maybe my allies will come to join me. Well, yeah, it would be so embarrassing if I was streaming all this while for no audience except whoever comes to watch my VOD, and it turns out my voice was off the whole time. That would be... God, that would be a nightmare. Nightmare. Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah, let's do this. Unless, can I auto-resolve this? No, there's no point. I want to make sure that as much of the damage as possible is taken by my allies. Okay, so no real point in... So no no strategic deployment since we're coming in as reinforcements.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
Alright, I'm going to send my nobles forward.
Ready and waiting. Pikes and ready.
I don't like running my it's not really good to run my troops up hills because that'll make them tire out, but at the same time I do need to catch up with the enemy.
Advance at speed.
So this is going to be kind of a pain.
We await your orders. Spearman, ready. Citizen cavalry, your orders. Shock cavalry ready. Awaiting. Heavy horse at your command.
So, I'm not sure if you fully understand. I don't think I explained what the casus belli for attacking these guys are. It was the casus belli was because they were at war with the Seleucids, Eds, who I'm trying to get in good graces with. So I'm sort of joining them in the war.
Swift riders at your command. Missile cavalry at your command. What are your orders? Riders advance!
One of those camels. Yes, but not Bactrian camels, dromedary camels. I'm not sure if you guys know, but Bactrian camels are the camels with 2 humps. Dromedaries are the ones with 1 hump.
Our ally.
Missile armed riders! Advance at speed!
Alright, ally is already engaging.
Orders, my lord.
Citizen cavalry!
Let's see if I can get onto the hill behind them with my noble cavalry.
Hillmen! Advance at speed! Hillmen! At the double!
men are wavering.
Who's wavering?
Ready to ride. Citizen cavalry. One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, they're routing.
Charge! And forward!
Ready for orders.
Advance at speed! Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Pike infantry at your command.
By your command! At your service! Royal cavalry! One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Missile cavalry at your command. My lord, our orders. Ready your weapons. Horse skirmishers. Riders advance.
Citizen cavalry! Riders, advance! Citizen cavalry!
Forward. Turn.
Horsemen! Ready for orders! Bactriautism, ready! Right men! We await your command. As you command!
Ready.
Royal cavalry! An entire unit has perished.
Oh man, this is a really big pain.
Our men flee the field of battle. Our general is under attack. By your command.
Pikes at the ready.
General!
Alright, let's give it to them again.
Engage!
At your service. Steady man.
Orders!
Steady.
Orders understood.
Horsemen.
Citizen cavalry!
Alright, let's give them one big cavalry charge.
We await your orders! Fire on the enemy! The battle is turning in our favor. Citizen cavalry! Advance at speed!
Ready for orders. Malay infantry at the ready. Engage! Advance at speed!
Citizen cavalry! To for glory! Horse skirmishers! Forever lawyer and the ready! Cavalry! Cavalry! Disarm ready!
Alright, battle is won. Let's just run everyone down now. Because these people have never heard of Doing a fighting retreat, which is fine with me.
Citizen cavalry.
God damn, look at this battlefield.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I think... no, one more group.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I always find it interesting that the Indian world seems to world of warfare seem to make heavy use of two-handed weapons. This is really rare for an ancient civilization. Like, they had two-handed axes and two-handed maces. Okay, that was pretty awful. Like, I could have actually lost a lot less had I auto-resolved, but you know what? I get to keep, not auto-resolving also means I get to keep the really important troops safe. All right, Bindusara has been wasted. He fought well, and he fought well. He fought very very valiantly. The people of India are true warriors indeed, or something. I think I'll ransom them. More of children die in early age. Oh, nice. They have gifted us in exchange for our help in the battle. They have gifted us with a... Okay, once again I have to cross the desert. This is really annoying.
My sword is yours. The enemy must never rest.
Commander,
Not much else to do this time. Let's take a look at... so Haraiva is definitely the most multicultural of our settlement, of our provinces. It has pretty equal distribution of 4 different cultures: Hellenic, Persian, Parni, and Nomadic. Hopefully it'll be mostly Greek by the time this, eventually. I wonder, is this actually the capital of the Western Moran province? Maybe I don't actually have to conquer them. Maybe I can just subjugate them. Thalea is being blackmailed. Do I want to do anything about this? I don't think so. It's either minus 22 gold or minus 266 2660 gold. I think I honestly there's nothing to be there's nothing really to be blackmailed for. Okay. What was she being blackmailed for? Oh, I know what it was for. For embezzling. Embezzling. They'll tell everyone about the fact that she levied secret taxes. Again, if you didn't want to... again, there is no point in having a rich leisure class if you can't shake them down for money occasionally. So... what kind of garrison does Pura have? It shouldn't be a big deal. I'll probably just besiege it. Or I'll draw them out by attacking the general. Am I still... I need to continue gathering support, so just going to increase my authority a little. I have a really good income. I think I'll lower taxes. We have a really strong income, even otherwise. How much income do I get from trade currently? Like, quite a bit. 1,346 gold. I have actually currently been reading about as I promised, I've been reading about the gangs of California, starting with the Crips. I'm reading the memoirs of this guy named Stanley Tookie Williams, one of the co-founders of the Crips. So a few things. Reading it made me slightly more woke. I mean, that's something I never thought I'd say, but it kind of shows how important representation is to some degree, because when you have like poor black boys like Tookie, this is going to be a bloodbath. Oh my god. This is gonna hurt so much. Best thing to do is just probably make heavy use of cavalry charges and just run everyone down. What's going on? Oh my god, you gotta be shitting me. Well, at the very least now I do know that my, what is it? Sound is working. Anyways, alright, let's get back on it. You know, I really wish I could have researched more for this stream. Like, there's a bunch I'd like to research and talk about regarding the Morians and the relation between Demetrius and the Indo-Greek kingdom and India. But honestly, I could just look all of this up in Wikipedia, but I want to actually verify it for myself. Like, Wikipedia only gives you like information out of context. Like, let me tell you a story about how insufficient Wikipedia is in some cases. Like, I was reading about something called the Coloni Adscripticii. So, it was one of the earliest systems of serfdom in the ancient world, specifically in the Roman world. How these tenant farmers, designated as coloni scriptici, were basically just not allowed to leave their land. Okay, I'm definitely going to take some mercenaries. So yeah, they weren't allowed to actually leave their leave the land of their owners. And I thought, like, apparently this was just to raise revenue, to raise land tax values. And I just thought, holy shit, Diocletian and Constantine are like the worst, are the worst emperors for putting for starting this. But then I realized that they weren't so. Eventually, I did some more reading to it, and they weren't like solely responsible for it. Apparently, these serfs were initially debt slaves. Over time, these slaves, no, these were tenant farmers that gradually accumulated debts, either due to like poor harvests or failing to pay rent. Because back then, if you rent was a serious obligation, you couldn't just get evicted if you wouldn't just get evicted if you failed to pay rent. You went into a debt to your landlord. So these people would accumulate debts over generations because debts didn't disappear when you died. They were passed on to your kids. And eventually, like 60% of Roman colony had so much debt that they just weren't even going to bother paying it back. So they became serfs, debt slaves. Oh no.
Let them cower like kennel dogs. We take this settlement.
How long is it going to take to get them to surrender? I'm not sure if I actually want to go through all the trouble of besieging a walled settlement.
Laying siege to the settlement.
But that would also mean that my cavalry would start to die of attrition, so I'm really not sure. Can I hire any more mercs? Yes, I can. Okay, I'll build some siege towers. That would be pretty helpful. Let's start with that at least. I'm only now starting to realize how big the Maurya Samrajya is. It's just that I'm able to actually just catch them unaware. But yeah, I think I'm just going to subjugate them. I'm not actually going to, I'm not actually going to, conquer them. Yep, we're gonna have to go for it. I just do not have the supply lines needed to actually, go through with actually conquering the whole thing.
At the ready. Spearman, order.
Uh,
At the ready.
Orders! My lord! Orders!
Javelin men! Javelin men! We are at your command! Hillmen! Light infantry, ready! Hoplites, ready! We are at your command! Spears at your command! Ready!
Be rewarded with loot, slaves, and wine. Right, look to your arms. On me! Pikeman!
Advance! Hoplites! Advance at speed! Javelin men! What are your orders? We understand! Orders, my lord! Ready to march! At the ready! Malay infantry! Guard! Orders, my lord! Javelin men! Fill the awaiting orders! We await your orders! Hoplites ready! What are your orders? What are your orders? Orders, my lord! Put your backs into it! Get that tower moving! Spearmen! Shell for glory! We await your orders! My lord! Let the gun! Put your backs into it! To your position!
the siege tower isn't moving.
Units has used all its ammunition. Now! Break them!
Ah, screw it.
At the ready! We await your orders!
Kind of garrisoned. Apparently, Indian townsfolk are really strong. Oh yeah, they are. 5 melee attack. That's really high for townsfolk. 5 melee attack and 38 morale. That's really good.
Infantry at your command. Orders. Velos Orders. Break the lines. Javelin men. Ready men. What are your orders?
Alright, fairly straightforward.
Infantry at the ready. Rank for glory. Shotgun engage. Infantry at your command.
Oh wow, these like 3 guys are going up. Are going up.
The men are wavering.
Swordsman.
3 guys led the vanguard. I mean, like, the AI does some really derpy things sometimes, but I love it when this happens, when like just a few guys run up and start plowing into the enemy and lead the charge. It's like almost fantasy like.
What are your orders? We are at your command. Light infantry at your command.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Javelin men. Fire! Lead charge! Awaiting orders.
And this small unit of great swordsmen is still just plowing into Bactria.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display. What are your orders? Stand for glory!
Indian Javelin, they have 9 attack. That's really good. That's as much attack as my Macedonian pikemen, and more attack than my hoplites, although obviously not as much melee defense.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display. We are at your command. For honor. Infantry at your command. Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display. Your orders.
Alright, this should be just about time to wrap up. So...
We await your orders. Cap engage. What are your orders? One of our units has used all its ammunition. Waiting orders! Wait on my order! Fire on the enemy! Withdraw! Javelin men! Shepherd glory! Fire on the enemy! Orders, my lord! Please, for glory! Break Javelin men! Shepherd! Ready! Loose! An entire unit has perished. We are at your command. An entire unit has perished.
'Is ready.
men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Yeah, to say the least, besieging Morian cities are annoying simply because of how hard the garrison is to break.
One of our units is
Come
used
on,
its
you
ammunition.
losers, rout!
One of our units has used all its ammunition. An entire unit has perished. Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I send my general up to see if I can encourage my troops from the other side of the wall.
General!
159. They've just taken down 160 troops with of my troops with them. Uh, and now it's 183, 184. And there you have it. A costly Pyrrhic victory. Let's see how many troops I lost. Oh, half of them. Hilarious. Oh no, I can't subjugate them, even though I've taken their capital. What should I do? Should I sack it? Or loot it? Look at this unit of townsfolk that killed 120 true troops. I'm gonna liberate it. No, there's no gain to liberating it, so maybe I don't know. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Again, my troops really do deserve the spoils of war. After that miserable slog of a campaign. Do I actually have the Warhorse resource? Let me see. Oh yeah, I'm getting it from Parthia. Yeah.
Ready for battle.
I think I am winning. Hello, Kimba Forever. But I am severely undercaffeinated and getting tired. But I am going to go a little longer. I want to make the people of India pay for their mistake of warring with my allies.
We hunger for battle.
So, unfortunately, the next few, I'm, you know what? I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to. I'm really sorry that you came a little late, but I think I'm going to call off the stream here, and then I'm going to just play through several more turns until until my army is reinforced, and then after that we'll get back. After that we'll pick up. Up. I mean, so I think. So if you can watch the VOD, but thank you so much for coming, and expect more to come.